The next app we have is another app that's fairly close to my heart. It's something that I've actually wanted to build myself for a good 3 or 4 years now, and the engineers up at Grace Hopper put me to absolute shame when they built, well, you'll see what they built in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Well, this is a really amazing kind of choose your own adventure app in your own city. So with that, I will let the developers tell you all about it.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Gabrielle Sin. This is Anna Chen, Erika Newland, and Wang, and we are the team behind Meander. Meander is an interactive guided tour application that takes users on a historical journey, directing them such that each experience builds a story. We found that creating an immersive experience relied on providing quality content, which is curated from the New York Times and Wikipedia APIs, and keeping our users physically and visually a part of their experience. So it was necessary for Meander to be both mobile and accessible across multiple platforms. We used the Material UI component library for responsive styling for a seamless mobile experience. Additionally, we chose to build Meander as a progressive web app. Which provides increased compatibility, giving it still the look and feel of a native app. A progressive web app requires a service worker, which is a JavaScript file that runs separately from the main browser thread, and intercepts network requests. It functions mainly to retrieve and serve cached files to provide the app's offline functionality. Using Google's Lighthouse Chrome extension, we monitored our app's mobile performance and deployed modifications to create an in-app experience that the user could take with them as they interact with their surroundings. And Anna's going to walk us through the app.
Thanks, Gabby. Meander is a full-stack JavaScript application. Our backend is built with Node, Express, Postgres, PG, and SQLize. For our front end, we used React and Redux as our foundation. These technologies allowed us to provide a scalable, flexible, and responsive experience for our users as they navigate the features of our app and interact with the rich content provided therein. As users explore their surroundings, they can unlock features that are only available when they are within certain proximity to their target attraction, such as earning points or leaving notes for future travelers to see. While at a target attraction, users can experience the history of that location by reading related news articles or by listening to the corresponding Wikipedia synopsis. When the users are ready to move on to their next experience, they can select from locations curated from their current story. And we will now talk about the geolocation algorithm and AR features.
Thanks, Anna. To create an interactive experience, we want to encourage users to physically explore the locations about which they are learning. In order to unlock features based on geolocation, we used the HTML5 geolocation API. We implemented the Have-Sun algorithm to determine the user's distance between their current and selected locations using latitude and longitude. We then use the methods supplied by the API to get and watch the user's current location and to continually update the distance, unlocking features appropriately. We further enhanced the app's interactivity with augmented reality. We determined the heading of the user's camera using the HTML5 device orientation API and calculating the angle between the user's heading and their intended location. These calculations allowed us to guide the user to the correct location. Now, Erika will talk about our next location algorithm and our database schema.
Thank you, Lee. We were excited about the idea that a user's journey would be neither deterministic nor random. In order to achieve this goal, we used a natural language processing library to extract a list of nouns from the synopsis. We then compared this list with a list of 500 nearby landmarks fetched via the Wikipedia geolocation API using the Levenstein distance algorithm. We provided users the option between the two locations with the greatest maximum association score. In storing our data, we have content and media that needs to be stored independently of one another and of users. These data pieces come together to create unique, what we call experiences, which in turn build users' routes. Developing Meander from a vision into an application has been a wonderful learning experience for us. We look forward to continuing to grow as developers and engineers. Thank you.
I can see what John was saying. That it's a very cool idea, especially the AR aspect of it. It's cool to see the transition of as you look around the city and see. And I think that we're probably 10 years out, but I can see a world where we're walking around, and that stuff is just part and parcel of our experience of a city. Very cool. I think a lot of problems to be solved at once.